Welcome everybody to ESC Fan TV. This is week 4 of MGP on ESC Fan TV. Yeah, what a competition it's been so far. It's Norway again. We're getting to the end of Norway now, sadly, but it's been a fun ride. And we're in the business end, aren't we? Tom, good to see you. You weren't due to be on tonight, but you couldn't resist a banana.
It's a surprise appearance. I've got to keep you on your toes, Steve. It's a quality assurance check.
There's definitely something quality about you being here. But I'm glad that you managed to scoot all the way over from where you were actually supposed to be tonight, just to keep eye on me and Elliot. So thank you for doing that. And good evening to Elliot. How are you?
Good evening. I am knackered. It's been a long week, but I will always make time for Norway because why not? And yes, David, today is Banana Song Review Day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're going to say a very good evening to all the way to Denmark to our friend Thomas. How are you, Thomas?
Hi, thank you, Sue. Yeah, it's going to be a great night. Great show, great songs. What's
absolutely, absolutely. And for all of you sat at home watching Estonia, you just, split your screen. You come over and enjoy the rest of your evening with ESC Fan TV. And for those in the chat room, keep your comments coming in. We want to hear what you have to say about the final entries in Norway tonight. From Denmark, we go all the way to Czech Republic, via Cyprus, via Turkey, via anywhere he's put himself. And let's be honest, that's quite a lot of places. It's Oben.
Good evening, dobry večer, Europa.
Good evening, Oben. And then finally, last of course, but definitely 100% not least, it's Joe, Keith, Jim, and probably Neil. How are you, Joe?
Just Joe, Keith, and Jim today, I think.
Is it?
I haven't got a banana though, and they're really hungry.
Oh, have a banana, love. Have a banana.
Have a banana, but they are looking forward to the show. Awesome.
Yeah, we got 6, not 5, 6 amazing songs tonight. And Tom's now going to go away during the break to actually find out which 6 we're talking about.
Is it the last 6 by any chance, Steve?
It might be. At least you know one of them. We're going to start with something absolutely not Norwegian. This is Hasta la vista, and my God, that name gives me nightmares.
So hasta la vista, oh yeah.
Hasta la vista! My word, we've heard that song title in many a Eurovision. Ukraine 2003 by Alexandra. I still get nightmares over that one. And last year's Serbia's Hurricane. Hurricane. Right. Alexandra Joner, 31 years old, Norwegian-Cuban singer, dancer, actress. Is there nothing this girl cannot do? She debuted in MGP in 2015 with the song Cinderella. She's moved on a bit then. This is absolute Latin pop realness. Let's go to Elliot. Elliot, tell us why this is going to win Eurovision this year.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it did because I really do like this song. But there's always one song in Norway and Sweden that has this very Nordic Latin pop sound, and it works. partly the reason why I love the song is because my flatmate, he's a Spanish teacher, he's fluent in the language, and it pisses him off every single time she says hasta la vista because she says it wrong. She says vista, which is wrong, and it makes him cringe every single time, so I keep playing it. But yeah, it's fun, it's rhythmic, it's samba, it's what I love of music. It's fun, it's a lot better than her entry in Cinderella, because that was just a bit naff. Will it qualify? I want it to, because I really like this song and it's good fun, but this is an extremely tough heat. I think if this was in semi-final 1 or 2, it would have stood a chance. I'm not sure it's going to be the winner this week. It couldn't be a wild card for the show next week, but I'm not sure. I'm going to enjoy the 3 minutes either which way, because it's going to be fun. But yeah, it's fun, it's happy, it's simple. Camila Cabello, what's not to love? And Gusta, sod off.
It's a bit Guri Skanka, isn't it, from Eurovision 2007 for me. Joe, I really, it gives me chills, this name. It's Latin, it's poppy, it's dancey, and she's absolutely bloody gorgeous. I should absolutely love this, but why do I absolutely hate it? Tell me.
Oh, I could tell that you were going to come to me for the hate. Seriously, because it's the same all over again, isn't it? Let's face it. It is literally, it's just what we've heard before all the time. It doesn't stand out. It's not different. And that's probably why you're probably thinking it's... And of course the name, you know, because we didn't like Hasta la Vista the first time. I wasn't keen on Hasta la Vista the second time either. There you go. That's your answer, Stu.
There you go. From Norway to Denmark, Thomas, is this a kind of song? Because we see a lot of these Latin type songs across the whole of Scandinavia. I mean, this seems to happen in every Scandinavian national selection in some way or another. And of course, Denmark have had a few of these over the years. It doesn't ever seem to win though in any of the Norwegian, Danish, or Swedish heats. Or certainly not qualify for Eurovision. Can a Latin type song ever win in Scandinavia, do you think?
No, it can't. I think it's there because all Scandinavians lack some summer vibe. We all miss going to the pool in a colorful shirt, dancing around, because we have some shitty weather here, and then we want some summer vibe, and that's what it gives us.
Yeah, I'm with you on the shitty weather and the need to get some sun, Thomas. Thomas, is this a song that you can get behind?
No. After 5 minutes, I can't remember it anymore.
I can. I'm tapping my foot to it now in disgust. Thank you very much, Thomas. Oben, you love a bop. Is this for you?
I mean, I don't need to remember this song because I just can't forget. I ain't your mamacita, so don't call me your señorita, and hasta la vista. What's like, how terrible songwriting this is. It's just pure nonsense. Like, trying too hard to be radio friendly, but it's just like, and I think it explains a lot, like, being Nordic countries, these Nordic countries' desire for summer song, Latin song, pop song, and they just getting it wrong every time because it's not their comfort zone, right? So I think it's just another attempt to understand summer, and then another time they just failed. It's just, nah, it's not fun.
Not for you. Not for you.
No.
Thanks, Oben. And Tom, I mean, I can kind of guess a million miles away. This is going to be on your playlist, so no doubt you love it. Absolutely love it to bits, don't you?
Talk about putting words in my mouth. I know.
They're the correct words.
I know I'm making a guest appearance, but look, if you were sat maybe outside at a pub, beach bar, summer's day, whiskey, cocktails, rum, and this came on, I mean, quite frankly, would you object to it? Of course you wouldn't. It's lovely music to sit there, listen to, chill out to. It's got that really nice vibe to it. It's chilled, it's relaxed. It's got that vibe to it. However, as an MGP potential Eurovision entrant, it's not going to hit the marks, is it? Because basically what it is, it's bar music, it's background music. It's lovely. We like it. Is it going to set the stage alight? No, but will we drink some whiskey, some cocktails, and some rum to it? Cheers.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not going to lie. If this came on in a Euroclub when I was absolutely smashed, I probably would dance to it, and that's the truth. And that's it, really. That's all that needs to be said. Tom, general feeling in the chat room.
General feeling in the chat room. Gustav, as predicted, just goes for what Elliot, the opposite of Elliot.
Yeah.
Lee, it's okay, nothing special. Anita agrees with Joe. David's got the most interesting feedback. He says the instrumental is familiar. Sounds a bit like Ballando by Enrique Iglesias. And I think he's got a very good point with that. And I think there are some influences there as well. And you never know, that might be the familiar zing that's enough just to put it through to the Golden Jewel on Saturday.
It sounds a lot like Alvaro Estrella from Melfest, and probably his song this year as well, but we haven't heard it yet. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, it sounds like. Sorry, Elliot. Alexandra Joner's Hasta la vista is not getting the thumbs up treatment this week. Let's move on to song 2.
Let us sing together all as one. Canta la melodia. La la la. La la la. La la.
Three, two, one. La 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 la. There you go. I've done the song. Actually, Kim Wigaard is actually really popular in Norway. He's quite well known. La Melodia is, it's difficult to really describe it. It's kind of a bit operatic. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Certainly mid-tempo pop. Participated in 2020, if you didn't know, in a duet with the song we're going to talk about a little later on. Or the singer that we're going to talk about a little later on. Let's go to Joe. Joe, this guy can really sing. That's the first thing to say. He's had some hits over the years. He's quite well known. Is this song, which is a tad repetitive, can it be an outside contender for this weekend, do you think?
I think if he was in one of the other semi-finals, the answer would have been yes. This is a really, really strong semi, notwithstanding the first song that we just spoke about. But he is popular. I can't see him getting through, and if he goes against, if he actually goes up against Hasta Vista, if he goes against the first one, yes, he will go to the gold final. If he goes against either Maria or Sofie later on, then the answer would be no, because they're both stronger songs than his. But he is a good singer, and he's a strong singer, but this is a very, very repetitive song, unfortunately, and it's a shame. It's not the best for him, really.
That's right. Thank you, Joe. Has La Melodia got the winning melody? Let's go to Thomas. Thomas, could this be a winner for you? Is it a winner, baby?
It could be, but I also like Vasil from the last year. I also like the Kobe from Israel. I like these musical theater vibe. I like when they can sing. I like when they can hit all the notes.
I'm really interested to see how he's going to perform it, actually. This has genuinely baffled me as to how he might perform it live on stage. And I think we should turn to our resident choreographer. Of course, the man with the insight when it comes to live staging. Oben, what do you think of this particular entry, and how do you think it might be staged on Saturday night?
It took a sudden turn. I mean, this song was like a 3 minutes journey, Stuart. It started, then I was a little bit baffled as well. Is it Italian? Is it Spanish? I was like, Italian, okay. And then why Italian? Then I was just like, okay, why not Italian? What would be the reason? He wouldn't. So I was on board, and until the last 40 seconds kicks in, and then there's just key change happens. and then just no lyrics. It's just la la la, just like higher la la la. So I'm like, I mean, I love like no, I would lie if I say I love it. I liked it. I like that it's anthemic, it's empowering, and it's like making you feel something at least. But it's just too much la la la.
There is something quite magical and captivating about it, though. I can't deny. Yeah. I don't want to love it, but I kind of do. There's something kind of really mystical and interesting about it. Elliot, obviously I was kidding. Our resident choreographer, how is this going to be performed on Saturday night? And does this stand a possible chance, do you think?
Realistically, I'm going to say no, because the two songs we're going to come on to, I think, are the two contenders to get through. Maybe he'll fly like Alina did in Estonia tonight. I don't know, because obviously she did a big high note and she ended up flying halfway through that performance if you haven't seen it. So, good voice, good melody, awful lyrics. There is so much happening at the same time, nothing is going on. I'm so confused. It reminds me of that sort of meme where it was like the la la la's from like 10, 15 years ago, this deep baritone voice just singing laugh like 2 minutes. And the thing, he's a good singer, and he can sing well, as we saw last year or 2 years ago with Maria. Why has he got a part where he just sings la 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 la? Like, if you're an opera singer and you can do it, go all out, like, but do something more with the lyrics. That said, we ripped the lyrics to Camera 4 to shreds last week, and that went through. So I know nothing anymore. This could win just because it's simple. I don't know.
It's definitely a simplicity about it. The la 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 piece, I just wonder whether that's deliberate to capture people's votes, because it's something that, you know, you can get behind. I mean, I started singing it and, you know, I kind of tapped my feet to that song. Tom, it's musical theatre, all right. I mean, it's kind of considered operatic. I don't know if I necessarily agree, because he doesn't really move from one octave to the other. Just it's pretty samey throughout. But could this be a grower, do you think?
Well, let's face it, Stu, it's pop opera. Last week, the panel had a discussion, and we said the Hammer of Thor was repetitive, earwormy, irritating, and got everyone and under everyone's feet. And the two contenders to win were Titans and Mary Boller's song, the title of which I admit I've already forgotten.
Your loss.
But, there we go, your loss, indeed. And what happened? The Hammer of Thor won. And if the Hammer of Thor can win its heat, quite frankly, there's no reason why this couldn't. Because it's basically probably come from the same lyric camp. So, you know, la la la, let's face it, it was good enough to win the Eurovision at once upon a time. So
that was, yeah, many years ago for Spain, and I'm sure La 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 has been a core component of many a Eurovision song over the years. Right, let's go on to our third song. This is Maria Mohn with Fly.
Lift your head up high, spread your wings and fly. Let your inner feelings rise up to the sky. I give my all to catch you if you fall. Still I see the fear deep in your eyes. You are cold, but oh my love, what if you fly?
So we were talking about Kim Wigaard duetting with another performer back in 2020. This was the performer, Maria Mohn. She's going solo this year as well. She's 38, singer, songwriter, entertainer, singing teacher. My God, they're multi-talented in Norway this year. This is an anthemic, uplifting, very Nordic song. For me, it feels like something straight out of the mid-2000s. And that's the direction of my first question to Elliot. Elliot, this, for me, feels like something I've heard in Norway, from Norway, many times before. How does Maria make this sound and feel more modern on Saturday night?
With the melody and her voice, to be honest, because remember a few weeks ago I said there was two songs that could beat Elsie Bay? I genuinely believe this is one of them. I love this song, and I am so cross it's in this heat, because any other heat it would walk it. Walk it. I'm not convinced that this will win. It should be in the wildcard final, and it deserves to be in the final because it's anthemic, but it still sounds modern. It's catchy. She's got a phenomenal voice. And I've seen an interview this week. It's dedicated to her son, who was fighting for his life last year. So the lyrics are about her son. So it's really personal to her, and I think we're going to see that on Saturday. I am really excited for this performance. I think it's going to be something really spectacular and special and magical on stage. And again, I have to ask, why was this not considered as a direct qualifier? She's known, she's done MGP before, it's a brilliant song. Why is this having to potentially get knocked out when this is stronger than one or two of the direct qualifiers this year? I'm a bit cross at Norway with this whole direct qualifier thing and just based on name. I'm going to say that now. I think some songs are just on merit.
Well,
some
is it?
Put on name and not merit.
Is it based on name? Because if it was, I mean, Maria surely would have been in there somehow. I don't know. But I have to say, I agree with you. I do think it's got real potential, this song. I do worry slightly, though, that we've seen this before from Norway. It doesn't feel unique to me, but that's just me. Oben, last year you were a huge fan of Ollie Hearts. This has got a similar vibe. What are your thoughts on this entry?
Stuart, songs are there to make us feel happy, sad, whatever the concept is. They're form of art because they make us feel, they make us think, they make us imagine. And to think, this is the only song in the whole MGP that you don't listen to it. It's because it's music, it's a song. You just listen to it because it makes you feel alive, it makes you feel human, it makes you feel whatever it makes you feel. And this is just out of any other, out of league compared to any other song in any other semifinals, direct qualifiers. This is just absolutely art. I love it, and I will be devastated if I think this is not a difficult semifinal. This is a clear qualifier to the final for me. There's no competition to this song. Vocally, musically, emotionally, nothing. There's no competition to this song.
Thank you, Oben. Sounds like a contender so far. Thomas, is this a contender for you?
It is. I actually agree with both Elliot and Oben. It's the absolutely best song in this heat. It's powerful, it's emotional. Damn, she can sing. The lyrics about her kid, a child, also anybody's child, who have some struggles, the parents will catch them. How sweet is that?
It is. It's a really sweet message. Really sweet. Thank you, Thomas. Joe, it's very Norwegian. It sounds very, very Norwegian, traditional Norwegian, with potentially a modern twist. I'm going to wait till Saturday night to see what she does on stage. Is this in your contender bucket for this year?
Really is. I love her, and I love the song. She's I've followed her for a few years, actually, being a Norwegian file, and obviously when she competed with Kim a few years ago. So I've followed her on Facebook and the social medias for a while. She's a lovely person, absolutely lovely. And we're talking about it being about her son. And has anybody actually seen the video? Because if you see the video, you've got the story, and the video is a, effectively her son is a boy lying, in the bed, and he's dying, and she's singing to him, and there's lots of people around, and the scenery as well is absolutely stunning. Recommend everyone goes to watch it, even if whether she gets to or not. Straight after this, go on and watch that video. I think this is the strongest song in this semi, and I think she deserves to get through, and she deserves to get a top 3, top 4 finish in the final.
Interesting.
Love it.
Thank you, Joe. So far, clean sweep. Tom, kiss it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, please. No.
On this panel, over the last 3 weeks, as you know, there are certain songs that we choose to endorse. Some weeks, we get them right, and most weeks, we get them wrong. I think this is a fantastic song. I think this has the potential to represent Norway in Eurovision. It's got everything we want out of a modern Eurovision song. Therefore, I assign it Tom's Kiss of Death alert for the week, mainly because my chosen songs never make it through. But this is clearly the one I think should and could do the best out of the songs in Heat for this week.
But Tom, you always get one, don't you? So please can this be your one for the year? Because you always get one in Norway.
I think that was Heat 1, actually.
I have to say, every single person has gone for this as their favourite so far, which would be an absolute catastrophe if this doesn't get through, won't it? Anyway, there is one more song to go, people. This is Made of Glass, and it has a very special songwriter. Sofie Fjellvang with Made of Glass, and if you hadn't already checked and found out, the song is written by Sofie and a certain Keitil Moreland. Joe, you've been waiting for this for 4 long weeks. Made of Glass. I really like this song, I have to say. She can sing it as well, people. She was a finalist in The Voice of Norway. She's a co-writer of the song. She's young, and this is, I think that this is kind of a song of 2 parts. Go and listen to it, you'll kind of get it, because halfway through, about 2 minutes in, this really kicks up a bit. Joe, this is a good one from Moreland. I like it. What do you think?
Oh, I do too. My heart is breaking though, because again, I can't believe this is in the same heat as Maria, because I want them both to get through. And it's nice because, you know, you think, oh my God, I might get a winner, but oh, I love them both so much. The thing is for her, of course, I mean, she does sing it really well, and I understand, was she on The Voice, I think, if I remember right? Yeah, and you know, she did so well on that. But of course, yeah, Moreland's a superstar writer, isn't he? You know, there's no doubt about it. He can write a powerful ballad. It is absolutely amazing. And you know how much I love him. We'll just leave it there. That's it. My favourite person in Eurovision. Yeah.
Possibly my favourite Moreland entry, actually, to be honest. I think this, I love everything about it. It certainly ticks a lot of my boxes. Thomas, this is beautiful mid-tempo pop. I'm interested in the staging, but what are your thoughts on this as a song, and could you see this as a potential outsider to maybe get through Saturday night?
It could absolutely win. I just hope that it doesn't get in the first duel with Maria. Then I'm going to get very drunk on Saturday. They have to meet in the gold duel on Saturday. It's a fantastic song. When Merlin is a part of it, it has to be quality, and it is quality. I get a little Ulrike with attention vibe in the same way that she sings the song. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That also was a good song. I just think also this one is a little bit forgettable for me. It takes a few minutes, then I actually can't remember it, and then I think that's a bit sad for the song, because it's a good song and she sings just fantastic.
Thank you, Thomas. Oben, this is I see the resemblance. I could see an Ulrika singing something like this, and I sort of wonder whether maybe, just maybe, she was considered as a potential singer for the song. But there's something very special about it, and again, you know, we've seen winners or performers in Idol or in The Voice not quite deliver vocally, but maybe not deliver in terms of performance and staging on the night. But this has got great songwriters behind it. She's a good singer. Can you see us as a potential winner?
Stuart, I think like the magic is her voice, like the thing, whatever she would say, even she would sing "Hasta la vista," she would make it sound meaningful. So I think it's something that her voice is just like, it's believable. It's like, you know, makes like drives you into her world. It's this high pitch, very powerful. It's not scratchy to the ear, but it's just beautiful tone to her voice. I love it, and I think joining Ecstasy, Kveltertak, and Titans, and this song will join the second chance with this, will be the fourth, and then winning the second chance and joining us in the final.
Thank you, Oben. All right, and Elliot, your thoughts on this particular song?
I mean, yeah, I see a very similar trajectory for her as we did for Ulrika, because also Ulrika first came in 2017 with a pop song similar to this, and then she took a few years and really found what she could do and then delivered attention like it was no one's business. Is it Mohlon's best song? Personally, for me, no. You know, I do prefer Attention and Who We Are by Rebecca a little bit more. But I think this song has the most potential to really elevate live from the studio recording. I think there's a lot of potential in her voice and what she can do, and I wouldn't say she's holding back in the recording, but I think live she can really deliver more than what she can in a studio cut. It's fine. I do really like the song. There's something just blocking me from really loving it, and that is why I could see this winning MGP, and this is the other song I did earmark. But it's the one I'm also earmarking. I need to see this live and how she performs live before I can go, yeah, that's a definite contender. Because it has got the potential to be. I just need to see her do it live, because it just comes off a little safe at the minute. But I do think when she does it live, it can be going from it's an alright safe radio pop song to this is a really strong song and vocal. So I'm going to be watching this one carefully on Saturday, because it is a dark horse to win the entire show.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Elliot. Well said. And Tom? Keith or Jim, come in.
I'm here. This has got a phenomenal reaction in the chat room. Lil Catherine says it's their favourite in the semi. Gustav thinks it's his favourite of the week. Martin says it's the favourite by far. Anita's agreeing with Gustav. Gustav says, why is Oben always right and Elliot always wrong? Bit controversial, really, but you know, we'll run with it. I think this is a good song. The one thing is, and let's face it, I mean, Mohlon is a phenomenal songwriter. He's written some absolutely fantastic songs for MGP. But be honest, I think if we were to look at the whole package, I think Maria has more of the package this week. That is not to say I don't think this won't go through to the second chance, and I think it's got a very good chance of winning the second chance wildcard round. It's certainly going to be up there. But this week, I suspect second place is the best they can hope for.
Well, you know, there is always the second chance round this year, and it's going to be very interesting to see who makes it to that gold final for the second chance round next Saturday night. But we've got a little bit first to talk about. We'll do a little bit of recapping shortly and asking our panel to decide who they think out of these four will qualify. I think we know, but we'll ask him anyway. We are also very interested in what you think in the chat room. So whilst we head on over to the direct qualifiers, because we're doing two tonight, we want you to think about who you think out of those four will qualify. Right. I think it's only fair and appropriate that we start with this week's direct qualifier. That should have been last week's direct qualifier. We know you've been waiting for it for such a long time. So we're going to make you wait for it just a little bit longer. We are going to move straight over to we're going to move over to Annalisa Kimoji with Queen Bees.
Kill
Anna Lisa Kimoji, last seen in MGP in 2019, making the Ghoul final that particular year with a song Holler. I don't know if you remember that one. And her sister made it to the final, I think, a year later in 2022. Queen Bees. My Queen Bees, if you don't like it, they can kiss our rings. Let's start with Oban. Oban, there's something very quirky about this. I fear we might be in for some fun, energetic, weird and wacky, wonderful staging. What are your thoughts?
I love it. I mean, I'm gonna say this, like, I don't care how many people will hate me. After Death of Us, this is the only song that actually deserved direct qualification to the final. These two songs, they are distinctive. From the first note, you know which song is coming. If it's on a radio, if it's on, like, if you're just looking somewhere else, and if this song kicks in, you know which song this is. So it's a killer song, and it's powerful in terms of the character of the song and character of the singer, the voice. And I will put all my money. I'm sure she has a great stage presence. She is gonna kill it. She's gonna kill it. She's gonna perform like it's her last day. What was that? Whatever that saying is, but like, so I love it. I love it.
Thank you, Oban. By the way, she did kill Holler. I think the only reason that made the Ghoul final was because of her. So I am on the same wavelength as you there. Thomas, this has the potential to be a really strong entry. What are your thoughts?
It could be. I think the staging will be full of energy. The song is full of energy. I just hope she have done her cardio well in a couple of weeks, because I think she's gonna run around that stage, singing, dancing, just killing it all. It's going to be great.
I think it will. Joe, 2019 was a good year, and Anna Lisa, was really, really strong. Do you expect her to be equally strong in the final in a couple of weeks' time?
I do. Yeah, I think she will be, because this is going to be a song with a final almost full of ballads, and then you're going to get something like this, a bit of light and shade. I think that's the reason that she's there, and she'll have a great, as you say, great stage presence. She'll do really well, because her sister was the same in 2020. So I know that they can both kill it if they really want to. So I don't think it's not a winner in my opinion, and it won't do very well in Eurovision if it got there. But I think she deserves her place, rightly so, and she's a really nice lady as well. So.
Yeah, and she can do it all. She can sing, she can perform. She's one thing I will say about Anna Lisa Kimoji is she can really deliver on an emotional level. Her expression in her face is so good. You wait till you see her live. Elliot, this may not be everyone's contender, but I think this is a dark or rank outsider to kind of potentially win MGP this year. Thoughts? And also, what do you expect to see from her performance?
I mean, yeah, we can't really rule Annalisa out as a potential dark horse, because I don't think anyone saw Holler as a contender. And then, as you said, on the night, she fought her way into that gold duel and got third. And, I definitely didn't see that coming before the live performance. So she's a good live performer, and that's when it matters. Staging-wise, it's going to be a bit, I don't want to say chaotic, but it has that energy in the song. It's a bit fun, it's quirky, it's Charleston, so I really like the music. The lyrics kind of bug me because they are slightly contradictory. Like, she's talking about she wakes up and her servants bring her tea, and then she's saying she works really hard Monday to Friday, but then it was also saying she doesn't need to do much, but then she's also saying she works incredibly hard. So it's a bit like two conflicting narratives going on there. That's just like a minor writing thing with me. It just seems a bit hard to follow. But it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of fun, and she's the only person out of these 21 names that I could think could really handle a song like this with that sort of tempo change right at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be quite camp. She's probably going to, borrow Mari's bedazzled chair from last week and just make it a throne. And she's going to have a lot of fun on that stage. I'm not expecting this to win or anything, but I know I'm going to enjoy watching it because she's going to have a lot of fun. And as you said, her and her sister Akuthi, even if the songs aren't the best, they make you watch them, those two girls. So it's going to be a watchable 3 minutes at least, and that's important.
I totally and utterly agree. And finally, Tom, is Could you potentially see a world where Annalisa is Norway's representative at this year's Eurovision? Because I think I could.
You're right. I could. I get kind of Destiny vibes from the song a little bit. This is probably, hate to say it, probably my second favourite song in the whole thing. Obviously, we haven't looked at my favourite yet, but I love the energy of this song. ESC Radio have been playing it loads lately as well. Absolutely brilliant. It's catchy, it's memorable, it's got all the qualities needed. All we need to see is an absolutely fantastic performance, and we absolutely know that she is more than capable of delivering that. I'm expecting big things.
Me too, and that's Annalisa Kimoji. Now, in case you're wondering, you're not going to see her live this Saturday, but we don't have a review show next week, so we thought, you know what, we'll talk about her as well, because she will be performing her song live during the second chance round the following Saturday. But performing as a direct finalist this Saturday, it's the song I'm sure the whole world has been waiting to talk about. It is, of course, Give That Wolf a Banana. Let's take a listen.
And before that wolf eats my grandma, give that wolf a banana, give that wolf, give that wolf.
Subwoofer there with Give That Wolf a Banana. Have you by chance managed to catch what has been written about Subwoofer? Let me read this to you. Brothers Keith and Jim met 4.5 billion years ago when the moon was a separate planet. Since then they have conquered every planet in the universe with their music and are thus the largest band in the galaxy ever. It goes on to talk about this Neil character that they've never ever, well, they've lost somehow in outer space. My God, these guys are bonkers. What a tune. Have we figured out who Keith and Jim are yet? Let's go to Elliot first. Elliot, this is uber catchy. The world is talking about it. It has potential to go viral if it gets to Eurovision. Is this the one to beat?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if it goes to Eurovision, it's gonna have that viral effect like Think About Things did. Because it's very credible, it's very commercial, but it's also a hint of stupid and a hint of camp, which everyone loves. I don't think this is Ylvis. Everyone's saying this is Ylvis. I don't think it is, or it is them, and there is someone backstage singing, because in the second verse, either that voice is so digitalized, but the vocal is, I'm gonna be blunt, it's more of a black mixed race singer who does like Afro beats and like so Afrikaans sort of singing. It's not Scandinavian Nordic pop voice at all. So and it doesn't sound like Ylvis in my mind. So I think they are the front of it, and there could be someone singing backstage, because if they've got those masks and those like bodysuits on, how is their mics going to work and everything as well? So I think there is someone backstage doing the vocal personally. This song is so stupid. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be very entertaining. But I'm sorry, this cannot go for Norway. It feels like a trap Stig set for the public. It feels like a trap. Because if this goes, the jury's going to crucify it. And I think the jury's going to crucify it in Norway. I can see it making the top 4. I don't see it in the top 2. I think if Norway send this song, as fun as it is for Eurovision fans and everything, I think it's a mistake. I think there are better songs. It's fun. It shouldn't win, though. I hope they enjoyed their time on stage. They've got a little dance, which is fun, but this should not go to Eurovision. I'm sorry. No, Norway, this is a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thank you, Elliot. Joe, you seem to have got into the spirit with this particular song. This has the ability to potentially win a Eurovision contest, surely.
Well, according to Keith and Jim, and I totally agree with them, yes, it really does have the ability to win. It's it's a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Let's face it. I love the ballads. I absolutely love Christian, for example, and Maria. But at the end of the day, we need a bit of spirit. We need something that's different. We need not not a ballad this year, please, if we can, Norway. And it'd be great just to send this, get send this lovely song, get it to Eurovision, and you know what's going to happen. As you say, it's going to go viral. It may not win the jury vote, but I must be sure it'll win the public vote. And let's just send it. It's amazing. Love it.
I think it's something very special. Thomas, what are you expecting on stage on Saturday night from these guys?
Something stupid. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this song. I think the Norwegians should make up their mind. Should they send a song that could win the whole thing, or should they send a song that everyone thinks it's fun? And I think there's a difference. I actually agree with Elliot. No. I might get kicked out of the panel now, but I don't know.
It's all right. We just got rid of Elliot instead. Thank you, Thomas. Oben, what are your thoughts on this? And what are you kind of expecting on Saturday? I mean, we're talking about these guys performing this really well. I mean, there is a slim chance this could be a disaster on stage on Saturday night, and I cannot wait to see how it unfolds. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it's going to be disaster, in all fairness. It looks like very well planned, and like whole concept is, there is thought went to it. So these guys definitely not amateurs, right? They know what they're doing. They know what they're like after. They're after of TikTok crowd. MGP is has put two songs this year into the in the semifinals, Dancing Like a Flamingo and Give That Wolf a Banana. Dancing Like a Flamingo got it so wrong. Wolf got it right. This is a song for TikTok at the end of 2022. Top hits TikTok playlist on Spotify will have this song as #1. Do I think it's a Eurovision stage final night song? Pokušaj, Bosnia Herzegovina, they made it to the final, so why not Wolf? So I'm not against giving that Wolf that banana. Not my cup of tea, but I don't mind if someone decides to give that banana to them.
Thank you very much, Oben. Someone who does want to give them a banana, it's Tom.
Oh, isn't this a great song? This is amazing. I mean, speaking of bananas, I mean, quite frankly, Stu, you look like a right banana. But let's face it, this is amazing. This is catchy. This is fun. This is everything you need for 2022. Because quite frankly, life has been pretty crap. And this, for me, is this catchy, stupid fun that everyone needs in their life right now. Do I think Norway should send it to Eurovision? Absolutely. It's got the potential to go totally viral. Exactly what the modern competition is all about. Do I think it would qualify out the semi-finals? Easily. Do I think it would win the whole contest? I think it's got potential to, hasn't it? I mean, Gustav has said we know it won't win since Tom is championing it. But as we remember, Gustav, every year at MGP, I get one. I haven't really had my winner to make it through this year. So this year, I'm going for gold.
Thank you, Tom. And I guess it does depend on how they come across on Saturday. I mean, we're about to find out, and isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting? Right, I asked my panel earlier who they thought could have won tonight. I think we probably have a fairly good idea, but let me just go around the panel and ask them one last time. Let's start with Thomas. Thomas, out of the duels this evening, or the 4 competing entries, who is going to take gold?
Fly will fly through.
Fly will fly through. Thank you very much, Thomas. Joe?
Maria for me as well.
So far, 2 for Fly. Oben?
It has to be Maria and Fly. It has to be.
Thank you very much, Oban. So far, it's all Maria. Elliot.
I want it to be Fly, but I think the Mohn factor and her being on The Voice, I think Sofie is going to steal on Saturday. Just.
So 1 for Made of Glass. So 3 for Fly, 1 for Made of Glass. Tom.
Yeah, I'm going for Fly. That is my kiss of death of the week served.
It is. And sounds as though, because I would have gone with Made of Glass, I'm going to go with Elliot on this one. We'll see on Saturday night. But what have the chat room gone, Tom?
Let's face it, the chat room are mostly talking about Sofie. Gustav, Made of Glass, Martin, Sofie, Little Catherine. Sofie will win. It's only Anya that says it's going to be Fly.
Okay, so we're gonna call that a draw, I think. So it could be either of those two. There you go. Watch Hasta la vista come through on Saturday night.
Watch Sofie Maria be the first duel of the night.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to thank my panel for this evening. Big thank you to Thomas. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me. It was a great show.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks to Oban.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Oban. Big thanks to Elliot.
Thank you, guys. I'm really intrigued to see how Saturday is going to go down. I think it's going to be a fun show, and I'm intrigued to talk about it on Saturday night. This is going to be an interesting night.
It's going to be a fun one. Big thanks to Joe.
Night, everyone. See you soon.
And finally, a big thanks to my co-host who jumped in at the last second. It's Tom.
Thanks, Stuart. And a big thanks to you as well. I think I might have a banana for tea now.
Yes, exactly. And before you go and have that banana, Tom, just a reminder to our viewers that there is non-stop Eurovision ESC Fan TV action over the next few days. Check us out tomorrow night at the new time of 8 p.m. Central European Time for a review of nights 1 and 3 in San Remo. Then on Saturday at 9:30 Central European Time, we're back here talking MGP right after Heat 4. Sunday night, if you can stomach it, 2:30 in the bloody morning, you can join us live for a San Remo recap straight after it finishes. And then on Sunday evening, for those who went to bed early, you can come and join us for Melfest Sunday. We'd love to see you here at 9 p.m. on Sunday evening, Central European Time. I'd like to thank the chat room. For those who are watching live tonight, make sure you give us a like, leave us a comment, tell us who you think is going to win on Saturday. And we look forward to seeing you back here through the weekend. Bye-bye for now.